Okay, Sam, I need to tell you something embarrassing. My 10-year-old cousin said I was mid last week, and I just nodded and smiled like I knew what it meant.
Oh no, Alex. Mid means mediocre, like average or unimpressive. Your cousin basically said you were boring to your face.
I was standing there nodding like, yeah, thanks, buddy, totally. I had absolutely zero idea I was agreeing to being called boring.
That is genuinely hilarious. But honestly, it happens to all of us. Gen Alpha kids are speaking a completely different language these days.
It's wild because I thought I was pretty up to date, you know? I know what vibe means, I use low-key all the time. But these kids are on another level.
Right, and the slang moves so fast now. Something that was cool 6 months ago already sounds outdated to a 12-year-old.
So I thought, why not actually decode this stuff properly? Like, let's figure out what these words actually mean and where they come from.
I love that idea. And I think the best part is, a lot of this slang is actually really useful in everyday English, not just for talking to kids.
Exactly. Some of these words are so expressive. They say in one word what would normally take a whole sentence.
That's actually one of the things I find fascinating about slang. It's super efficient. Languages always evolve to make communication faster and more emotional.
Deep thought from Sam already, and we haven't even ordered our milkshakes yet. Classic.
Okay, let's start with the basics. I think the most important one for anyone learning English right now is no cap. Have you been hearing that one?
Yes, no cap is everywhere. My cousin says it constantly. It basically means I'm not lying or I'm being completely serious, right?
Exactly. So cap in slang means a lie or exaggeration. So no cap is like saying no lie. What I'm telling you is the real truth.
So if I say, that pizza place on 5th Street is the best in the city, no cap, I'm emphasizing that I genuinely believe it, not just being dramatic.
Perfect example. And you can also just say cap to call someone out. Like if a friend is exaggerating, you just say cap, and everyone knows you think they're lying.
Oh, that's so useful. I could have used that on my friend last week when he said he ran a marathon in under 3 hours. Cap. Total cap.
Ha, strong cap energy there. Okay, now what about based? I feel like that one confuses a lot of people because it sounds like it should mean something basic or ordinary.
Right? It's kind of the opposite, actually. Based means someone is being authentically themselves, confident, and not caring what others think. It's a compliment.
Yes. So if someone makes an unpopular opinion boldly and stands by it, people might say that's so based. It's like respecting someone's confidence and originality.
It came from the rapper Lil B, apparently, who used to call himself Based God as a way of saying he lived by his own rules. Then the internet picked it up.
That's such an interesting origin. It's cool how slang words can travel from one very specific place, and then suddenly everyone is using them years later.
Language is basically like a virus in that way. Something cool spreads from person to person until the whole world has it. A vocabulary virus, if you will.
I love vocabulary virus. Okay, what about pop off? Because I've seen that used in like 3 totally different ways, and it's confusing.
Oh yeah, pop off is one of those multi-purpose words. So first, it can mean to do something really impressively, like to perform amazingly well.
Right, so like if your friend just aced a presentation at work, you could say you really popped off today. It's like saying they absolutely crushed it.
Exactly. But it can also be used as encouragement before someone does something. Like go pop off, or just pop off means go ahead, do your thing, impress us.
And then there's the third meaning, where it means to suddenly get angry or go off on someone. She totally popped off at him in the meeting. That one has a negative feeling.
Context is everything with that word. The tone of voice and the situation tell you which meaning people are using. It's like pop off is working 3 jobs at once.
Ha! Overworked slang. Okay, let's talk about bussin' because I feel like that one is just pure joy to say. Bussin', bussin', bussin'.
It really is fun to say. Bussin' means something is really, really good, usually food, but not always. If something is bussin', it's absolutely delicious or excellent.
I heard it came from African American vernacular English, and a lot of Gen Alpha slang has roots there. It's important to know where these words actually come from.
That's a really good point. A lot of mainstream slang starts in black communities and then spreads everywhere, but the origin often gets forgotten. Worth acknowledging.
Absolutely. So if you use these words, Knowing their origin helps you use them with more respect and understanding. Language carries culture with it.
Okay, on that note, I tried bussin' for the first time at a family dinner and said the pasta was bussin'. My mom looked at me like I had grown a second head.
Okay, so speaking of reactions, I want to introduce today's word of the day. It's actually a slang word that I think is genuinely going to stay in English for a long time.
Oh yes, word of the day time. Hit me, what is it?
Today's word is slay, S-L-A-Y. Now, technically, this word has been around forever, but its current meaning is all about doing something with total confidence and excellence.
So originally slay meant to kill something, like a dragon slayer, but now it means to absolutely dominate something in the best possible way. What a journey for one word.
Exactly. It came through drag and LGBTQ+ communities before hitting mainstream culture. Now you'll hear it everywhere from teenagers to corporate team meetings, honestly.
You can use it as a verb, she slayed that job interview, or as an exclamation, you just say slay to cheer someone on. Super flexible.
And it's moved into professional contexts too. I've genuinely heard people say we really slayed that presentation in a business meeting and nobody blinked.
That's how you know a slang word has fully made it, when your boss uses it seriously and it doesn't sound weird anymore.
So listeners, try using slay today. Encourage a friend, compliment someone's effort, or even just hype yourself up in the mirror. You slayed getting out of bed this morning.
Ha! Low bar, but valid motivation. Okay, I want to talk about understood the assignment because I think that one is genuinely entering standard English at this point.
Oh yes, this one is so good. Understood the assignment means someone knew exactly what the situation required and delivered perfectly. They read the room and nailed it.
Like if someone shows up to a costume party in the most perfectly themed outfit ever, you'd say she understood the assignment. Total commitment, total awareness.
And this is actually a great idiom for English learners because it works in so many situations. You can use it for fashion, work performance, cooking, anything where someone exceeded expectations.
All right, let's get into some of the newer 2026 stuff because I feel like rizz needs a conversation. That word blew up everywhere.
Oh, rizz is fascinating. It basically means natural charm or charisma, especially when it comes to attracting people. Someone with rizz is effortlessly magnetic.
The funny thing is, it apparently came from the word charisma. The middle part, risma, got shortened to rizz. Language evolution in real time.
Yes, and you can use it in different ways. He has rizz, or he rizzed her up, meaning he charmed her. It became so popular that Oxford named it a word of the year.
There's also unspoken rizz, which is like the highest level, charm without even saying anything. Just pure presence and charisma. I personally believe I have this.
The fact that you said that with a straight face is either very confident or the opposite of self-awareness. I haven't decided which.
See, that reaction is exactly what someone says when they're secretly impressed. Anyway, what about delulu? That one is everywhere right now.
Delulu is short for delusional, but it's used in a kind of affectionate or self-aware way. Like, I know he hasn't texted back in a week, but I'm staying delulu about it.
There's even a whole phrase, delulu is the solulu, meaning delusional is the solution. Like sometimes just believing good things will happen is its own strategy.
It's kind of a coping humor thing. People use it to laugh at themselves for having unrealistic hopes. It takes the sting out of disappointment before it even happens.
I love that, honestly. There's something very emotionally intelligent about naming your own wishful thinking before it becomes a problem.
Exactly. And for English learners, this shows how slang isn't just cool vocabulary. It often captures emotional experiences that regular words take much longer to explain.
Okay, we should talk about how to actually use this slang without sounding completely unnatural, because there's nothing worse than using slang at the wrong moment.
So true. I think the first rule is use it with people your own age or younger, not with authority figures, in job interviews or formal writing. Context is everything.
And listen before you leap, you know? Hear the word used a few times naturally before you try it yourself. That way you really understand the feeling behind it.
Oh, listen before you leap. That's a nice spin on the expression look before you leap, which means don't rush into something without thinking first. Good one.
Thank you, I just invented that. But honestly, it applies. Slang used confidently at the right moment lands perfectly. Used awkwardly, it makes everyone uncomfortable.
There's actually a word for when older people try too hard to use youth slang and fail. It's called chuji, something outdated or trying too hard to be trendy.
Oh no, so there's literally a word for when you get it wrong. The slang community is ruthless, and I respect it.
Ha! But honestly, the best approach is just to be genuinely curious and not take yourself too seriously. People appreciate authentic effort way more than perfect execution.
That's actually great life advice beyond just slang. Don't be afraid to try, learn from the cringe moments, and keep going. Very slay energy.
Okay, let's do a quick recap because I think our listeners deserve a cheat sheet. We've covered mid no cap, cap, based, pop off, beslay, understood the assignment, rizz
10 words that will genuinely help you understand real conversations in 2026. No cap. Use them wisely, use them confidently, and absolutely do not say them to your boss on day one.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. If you understood the assignment and learned something new, leave us a comment with your favorite word from today's episode.
And hey, go try one of these words today in a real conversation. Pop off, slay, and we'll catch you next time on English Flow Daily. You've got this.